Alright, here we go. You know about that, Enrique? Can you guess the song?
Yeah, Caribbean Queen, baby.
By who?
Billy Ocean.
Billy Ocean.
Oh!
Check it out right there, guys. That's one of the best 80s songs I've ever heard in my life. Thanks to my uncle out there.
Can you tell me what year it came out?
I want to say 87.
Oh, 84.
Oh, I thought 84 first, but close enough.
Yeah, that's a good one.
But close enough. But welcome to another edition of Elevated Thoughts with Keeks and Fiji.
Hey guys.
You know, it's a continuation of the first episode, but we decided to make it a second episode because we're going to talk the NFL. I want to say Super Bowl 54 champions with the recent signing.
With his contract, we should get a Super Bowl.
Within those 5 years. Within those 5 years.
Yeah.
Within those 5 years, we should at least get a Super Bowl.
At least get a Super Bowl.
You know, if you guys haven't heard yet,
to these Super Bowls, they got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up here.
Should have been 6, but we all know what happened in Super Bowl 47.
You know what happened?
You know, like my brother said,
Lewis, it was his last year.
Exactly.
He was retiring.
But at the same time, too, it was possibly Colin Kaepernick's only chance of winning a Super Bowl.
He made it to the stage, though. You know, not many have made it there, so he made it further than a lot have.
There could be a Colin Kaepernick signing here shortly in the next NFL season. There are reports that John Gruden, the new coach of the Oakland Raiders, soon to be Las Vegas Raiders, is looking to pick him up as his backup quarterback.
Ooh, wow.
So
imagine all the controversy.
Controversy?
Controversy.
It's controversy.
you don't watch Jimmy Fallon, do you?
No.
Oh man, you gotta watch the Tonight Show. He calls it a controversy.
There you go then. I have to look into that.
Yeah, it's a big You see now it's stuck.
Controversy.
Well, controversy, but it's always gonna be a controversy.
It's always gonna be. Yeah, I get what you're saying. It's always gonna be one of those just because it hit politics, it hit home, so
it hit the heart of America.
Exactly.
It's somewhere you don't want to go. You know what? We actually don't even want to go into that into the show.
So getting back to the Niners here. So with Jimmy Garoppolo signing a 5-year, $137.5 million contract, that is the NFL's highest paid player in terms of average annual value. So that means by the end of this year, this guy could win get more than $50 million in this year.
One of the stats that I saw was $90 million in his first 3 years.
There you go.
That's a pretty good amount of money in 3 years.
Let's check it out.
For a guy who is only had 7 starts.
And is 26 years old, and he's just for signing the contract. Guess how much he wins?
How much?
$48.7 million. Just for signing the contract. Just for his John Hancock.
Wow. Now that's something that.
You know, but me.
These are big numbers.
Us as Niner fans, we're happy that we're locked up because he's the future. He is the future of the San Francisco 49ers. This was the piece that we were looking for last season. We wanted to find out who our quarterback was. We started with Brian Hoyer. Didn't do so hot. You know, he was consistent, but at the same time, he didn't get the job done.
Man, look where he ended up as a backup. I mean,
in the Super Bowl.
But still, come on now. He just landed there.
Yeah, he landed there, but however though, we took
he could have landed as any other backup in any other team.
Yeah, we took their backup in Jimmy G.
Yeah, but we got the good backup.
And now in Jimmy G we trust. So he's happy to be there. John Lynch, the GM of the San Francisco 49ers, knew he wanted to be there. Knew this was going to get done quickly, and like Garoppolo said, and I quote, "Personally, I knew I wanted to be here, and I think I got it figured out fairly quickly. I'm really happy the way it worked out, and I'm glad to be here now." Nice. So, now that he knows that he's a San Francisco 49er, now that he signed the contract, he's happy to be there. We got him locked in for the next 5 years.
I heard him on the radio station earlier, and he was saying something about him watching the Super Bowl, and they asked him about him being on the couch watching his old team play,
Mm-hmm.
and how he felt about it. And he says, you know, he felt it was a great game between both teams, and
Great Super Bowl.
I think it was a good Super Bowl. You know, high scoring game, both offenses.
One of the better ones. One of the better ones for sure.
But he says he was looking forward to the upcoming season and see how far we can make it and grow as a team. And he was excited for his new contract, and you know.
Yeah,
I'm excited. I'm excited because he's excited to actually be our quarterback.
Exactly. You know, Kyle Shanahan, John Lynch did a great job of bringing him in. So now, with Jimmy Garoppolo being on the contract, the Niners can now turn their attention to their off-season business, to where they can pick up the missing pieces to make this team a Super Bowl contender.
We need to build the offensive line too.
Where do you think they go from there? That's my question.
Bigger boys.
Where do you think we'll go there? Are we we're gonna start with the offensive line? Do you think we'll be picking up players in the draft?
Quarterback.
So now that we got the quarterback, exactly. Now we work around them. So now the Niners have about $110 to $120 million to work with after the Jimmy G Garoppolo
signing.
Signing, and his contract only affects this year's salary cap for the $98 million that they guaranteed him for this year, or they signed him for this year that he could potentially earn. So that gives him about $120 million to work with now. So with Jimmy G signing there, with the nice weather there, which when Jimmy G signed yesterday, Friday afternoon, it was 70 degrees out in Santa Clara.
Yeah,
Don't you think players would want to go over there
it's been a warm winter
and play with a badass quarterback like Jimmy G, who's proved that he's a winner? He just has to do it now on the big stage. With warm weather, with a strong front office game, who doesn't want to go there and sign as a free agent?
Shit. You bust down and dance too? Huh?
Can you? Can you bust that up? Can you bust that
I'm
up?
asking you, man.
Oh, I can't, man.
I'm asking you.
I'm not that skilled.
You're not smooth as Michael Jackson? Guy's a stud, man.
Oh man, that guy was a beast.
That guy's a stud,
He was
man.
beyond his time and eternal.
It's
Before
eternal.
his time,
Yeah.
beyond his time, eternal. Welcome to
Always.
Elevated Thoughts with Keeks and Fiji. Our third episode, I believe.
It should be 2.5, 3.
Oh yeah, it's
3.5.
2.5. We had a little mishap last episode
Yeah.
where our camera had a little malfunction throughout, a little bit halfway throughout our show. So we only have half of it. So I'm sorry, folks. We'll include it with this one so you guys can have a little glimpse of I guess what we had last show. It was more of a what was it about? Like Niners, right? Jimmy G.
Yeah, Jimmy G's.
That's
We
what the
got
contract-
to the gist of it. We talked Jimmy G and how he signed his 5-year, $137.5 million contract, and what they need to do now.
Well, anyways, they can see it. We'll include it. So,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
We'll include it there as a special bonus, like you were saying earlier.
It'll be there. So go ahead and give it a follow, give it a share.
Give it a like, give it a share. Please hear what we got to say. And if you guys have any thoughts yourselves, please leave a comment or a message there on Facebook. We love your opinion on the topics that we talk about here on Elevated Thoughts with Keeks and Fiji. And we'll go on from there. But on today's show / segment, whatever you want to call it there, but our latest installment on Elevated Thoughts with Keeks and Fiji, it's one of my favorite weekends of the year.
Ooh, what is that?
Yeah, it's
All-Star
not
Weekend.
I like President's Day. This is one of the
NBA
first
All-Star
times.
Weekend.
Yes,
Everybody loves
NBA All-Star Weekend. It's one of my favorite weekends of all times, not just because of the game itself. You know, with this year, they changed it up with different formats. from the classic West versus East.
Yeah, they did more of a fantasy type of style.
Yeah,
they had
with
a team LeBron and a team Curry.
Yeah, so we'll get into that here shortly. And then I like how they have the skills contest to where they have the best ball dribblers, handlers, however you want to call it, out there in on the skills challenge. You ever seen that?
Handles, yeah, no.
You ever seen those that competition?
I remember
before?
seeing Steve Nash. He was always a Steve Nash.
He had
good handles.
He won his
Towards his later years, he slowed down a bit. He wasn't as fast because it is a
Father
speed
time.
challenge too, you know.
Father Time.
Yeah, you do got to do it.
Believe it
fast.
or not, the last couple of years, man, 2 big men have won the competition.
Didn't Porzingis win it?
Yeah, he won it in 2016.
Yes, I do remember him winning it. That was
Yeah.
a good one. That was a good one.
And last year was Carl Anthony Towns.
Ooh, Cat.
Yeah.
Oh man, Carl Anthony Towns.
So
Don't even
these
get me
big
started
men,
with Carl
yeah.
Anthony Towns. That
These
guy
big men
is a
have-
stud. Oh man, he's all around. Whew, he could shoot it. He could defend his blocks. Nobody wants to come into the paint. If he's around, nobody wants to go in there.
The guy's a stud. So those were your last 2 winners on that event. And then you have the dunk contest. Yo, the dunk contest is classic.
Everybody
I don't
loves
care what I'm doing that weekend, where I'm at. I'm going to watch the dunk contest.
Of course.
You know, yes, there have been some dunks where they're like, you know, but at the end of the day, we want to see a dunk with authority. A dunk with authority always gets
No
style
defender,
points.
nothing. Just
Yeah.
ball, rim, pound.
And we'll get into the rosters and the participants there. And then last but not least, we're going to talk about the 3-point contest.
Ooh.
All on the same night, tomorrow
Klay
night
Thompson for the win.
on TNT. You're going to have your skills challenge,
The dunk
your
contest.
3-point contest, and then the dunk contest.
Nice. All in one night?
All in one night. That's tomorrow night. Or should I
wow.
say tonight, since we're already Saturday morning.
We are doing this Saturday morning, 2 in the morning. You know, it's just, it's what we do.
All right. So let's start off with the first event of tomorrow. Oh, and a quick shout out before we get into it. It was a good game between the Rising Stars game between the World and the Team USA. The World team just took it to them completely, man. It wasn't even a game. These young cats that are international players, they did their thing. Shout outs to Bogan Bogi Bajatovic. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but he won the MVP honors. Today he
Nice.
plays for the Sacramento Kings. Won it with
Oh, it's Bogdanovich.
there you go.
Oh, come on now. Bojan.
Whatever you want to call
It's
him.
Bogan Bogdanovich. It's the
He's a
same-
Keeks
it's
fan. He's a Keeks fan. I should have asked you.
Bogdan Vich. Bogdan Bogdanovich.
And as a Kings fan, you should know this.
Of course, come on now.
You know?
Yeah, he's a good, you know, out of nowhere, he came out of left field, he did good for our team. He's been doing good for our team, you know. And with the veterans we have in our team, I see the future bright for the Kings. But
All right, man, that's enough of the Kings.
Sorry,
That's
sorry.
another
Get a little
topic.
sidetrack. Don't bring up my Kings.
Another player that played for the World team today, Joel Embiid.
Ooh.
First time All-Star. He
Well, 'cause he's never available, so.
he made his first All-Star. I remember when he hollered at Rhiannon for the first time.
Oh, you mean Rihanna?
Or Rihanna, whatever you want to call it. Rhiannon,
Yes.
Rihanna.
Yes,
Rihanna.
I get what you're saying.
And she said, you know what, come back to me when you become an All-Star.
Bam!
And look, boom, boom, bam. And he's been bragging about it. Go check him out on his
He is
social
very
media.
vocal in his social media.
So he's very vocal, man.
He's a good one to follow. You guys should
Another
follow
King
Joel
standout here played for the World team today, Buddy Yield
Embiid. Yeah, that was a good pickup when we picked him up. I was happy with it.
from the Bahamas. Believe it or not, I didn't know that he was from the Bahamas. But that's why he played with Team World instead of Team USA.
Nice. He had the option though.
Yeah. So that was a good game. The final score 155 to 124 Team World.
Of course.
Yeah. And
They got some good international players in the NBA.
yeah, the international up and comers are coming up. You
Yeah.
know, so watch out, Team USA. They're coming for that gold. So the first event of All-Star Weekend that we like, it's going to happen Saturday night, beginning at 5 p.m. on TNT, is the Skills Challenge. So the participants this year include big men that we were just talking about, Joel Embiid, Al Horford of the Boston Celtics, Lauri Markkanen, the rookie sensation from the Chicago Bulls, Lou Williams of the Clippers,
nice. Yeah.
Jamal Murray of the Denver Nuggets. Shout out to Gil for that one. I know that's his guy right there.
Gil Mello.
Spencer Dinwiddie of the New Jersey Nets, Buddy Yield, and Andre Drummond. So, Keeks, for today's 2018 Skills Challenge participants, out of all the ones that I just named,
Oh, I keep forgetting I shaved too. I'll keep trying to grab my beard. I apologize.
who do you think is going to win the Skills Challenge? Last year's winner was, let's see here, like I said, Karl Anthony Towns, who's not going to be in it. But do you think a big man is going to win for the third year in a row? Or are you going to have a point guard win it this year?
Shooting guard or something?
A guard. Let me be more specific.
Let's say, yes, exactly. A guard. You know what? I think that challenge was built for guards, so I do believe a guard could pull it off this year.
Yeah, and out of the ones that I just named, who do you think's got it?
Buddy Hield.
Buddy Yield? He's got his boy Buddy Yield. I'm going to write it down because I want to rub in his face. He ain't going to win shit.
Who you got?
You know what?
Who you got?
I have my money on Joel Embiid. I'm gonna go with the big man.
The big man, huh?
I'm gonna go with the big man just
He's
because
too slow, though. He's too slow.
he's motivated.
He's too slow.
He's motivated.
No.
He's motivated. But if I had to pick a smaller guy, I'd probably pick up Jamal Murray of the Denver Nuggets. Never really seen this cat, but from the games that I've seen, you know, I can see why Gil likes this cat. But my favorite is gonna be Joel Embiid to win the 2018 Skills Challenge, which is the first event of today's 3 monstrous lineups of events for All-Star Weekend, leading up to the game tomorrow night on TNT, Team LeBron versus Team Steph Curry. So the second event we're gonna witness after the Skills Challenge is gonna be the 3-point contest. Now, are you a fan of All-Star Weekend, of watching these events at all, or?
Yeah, of course. I like basketball in general, so anything that has to do with it, I like it. Mm-hmm. And I feel like it's a better event than the Pro Bowl.
Exactly.
You know?
NBA, I think, has the best All-Star Weekend. I think it's better than the MLB.
Good. No, I like baseball. No, I like baseball.
NBA,
the home run derby is always nice. I've always liked it.
I will give me a dunk contest over any home run derby any day.
I'll go home run derby over a dunk contest all day. See those guys just crack him out the park, man. 400 footers, dude. 500 footers, man.
But you want to see this guy do a 360 dunk, man?
Yeah,
while doing a front flip.
I'm not diminishing it. I'm not diminishing it. I'm just saying.
Sounds like it.
I'd rather see a 400, 500 footer home run than a dunk. That I don't know.
I would love to see a killer dunk. Somebody just break the rim, just raw, but that's not gonna happen.
Like an old Shaq style.
Oh yeah.
You know, if I were to see something like Shaq was back then, nowadays, if I were to see something like that today, sign me up. I would definitely be there to see that.
Safety hazards now, you know, and now they made it more resistful, so things like that don't break, and it makes it safe for everybody else.
Oh yeah, of course. You don't want glass all over the place.
Yeah, but those things are gonna happen again. But hey, let's see how creative these guys get. Last year's winner, Aaron Gordon of the Orlando Magic, isn't gonna play due to injury, of course. As every other injury, there's some injured players here throughout All-Star Weekend that should have been in it but are not because of injuries. He's just one of those recipients of bad injury, bad time. So because of him being gone, who's his replacement going to be? I think it's going to be is my favorite to win it all. Is Donovan Mitchell of the Utah Jazz.
Wow, yeah, he's good. He's
Yeah.
good. You know what? He tore it up to my Kings this year a couple times, so I'm not really too fond of the guy. But as an NBA player, he's a stud.
He's solid. Rookie of the year.
Ain't he a rookie? Yeah, I was about to say, ain't he a rookie?
Yeah, he's my pick of rookie of the year.
Whew, for sure.
I'm in 2 fantasy basketball leagues this year, and on both of my teams in my fantasy leagues, I drafted him, and he's doing wonders for me.
I believe I'm undefeated in one of those leagues
That's all right though.
that he's in.
Play all you want. Say what you gotta
What am I?
say,
I
man.
think like 17 and
Come
0.
playoff
Just had to throw
time.
that out.
Come playoff time,
Well, of
because
course, everybody's.
it's only
telling
the
me
first
that.
half.
I'm gonna
It's
come
all
in
right.
playoffs and just take it all, but.
So, another participant of this 2018 dunk contest, Larry Nance Jr., the newly acquired Cavalier.
What number did he take?
I think it was 8.
Yeah.
Did he take 8 or 24?
The 2 Laker trades picked up 8 and 24. I can't really remember who.
They played with Kobe. It was
Let's see.
Larry Nance and what's his face? What's the other guy from the Lakers? Clarkson. Yeah, I think he took 8.
Yeah, Nance took 24.
There you go. So yeah, so now they're playing respects to the Mamba.
Yeah, to the Mamba, straight up, man. That's cool.
So we'll see what Larry Nance does with that number and with LeBron James. And I'm excited to see the Cavaliers. I'm really excited to see the Cavaliers.
Yeah, he took 8. Jordan Clarkson, 8.
So we'll see what happens. And then another participant, another rookie sensation of the Dallas Mavericks, Dennis Smith Jr. He's been putting up highlights this first half of the NBA season, and this guy can dunk with authority, Enrique.
Yes. It's all about authority when it comes to those dunks.
Exactly.
And creativity, too.
Creativity, authority.
And power.
It's always a must. You got to have authority in any dunk you do. And then, of course, you're going to have Victor Oladipo to round it off, who plays for the Pacers, who the Pacers have been doing pretty good this year in the East.
They've always been steady. They've
Yeah.
always been a steady team.
Even
In the
without,
East,
Paul George.
They just don't. They've never had that key element to propel them in the playoffs.
Yeah. All right, Keeks. So you took Buddy Yield in the 2018 Skills Challenge. Who do you have in the dunk contest, did I say? Dunk contest? Who do you have in the dunk contest?
Mitchell, definitely.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'd definitely go for Mitchell.
I have him
He's got
too
those
as well.
dunks. He's got those dunks.
I have him too as well. I'm writing it down right now.
He's young. He's coming in with that fresh mind.
He's excited. You know?
Yeah, I mean, bringing LeBron, he'd be bored. He'd be like, "Oh man, this guy's."
I would
coming in
love to
like,
see LeBron in the dunk
I wanna
contest.
show you.
But I don't think it's going to happen anymore. He's old now,
no, he
man.
ain't never gonna
He
do
can't jump like before.
No.
All right, so now,
Who do you got?
I'm taking Donovan Mitchell too, man.
Mitchell, nice.
You know, but watch out for Dennis Smith Jr., of course. But Donovan Mitchell's my guy to go. I have him as my winning. And I'm going to play some bets on them tomorrow, too, because we could do it at the sportsbook.
Of course, we live in Nevada, so shout out to William Hill.
Exactly. So now, let's move over to the three-point contest. There's been a lot of classic three-point contests in the past. But this year, though, defending champion of last year is going to be in it, Eric Gordon. We all think Steph Curry or Klay Thompson, but no, Eric Gordon. So, out of these participants here, Keeks, who do you think we got? So we got Eric Gordon. You got Klay Thompson. You have Kyle Lowry. You have Devin Booker of the Phoenix Suns. You have Paul George. Bradley Beal, Tobias Harris.
Paul George, I'm done. Oh, Tobias Harris has a good one too.
And Wayne Ellington of the Miami Heat.
I'll go Paul George or Tobias Harris.
Paul George or Tobias Harris?
Yes, those two.
All
Those
right,
are my
Keeks.
two picks.
If you get 2, I'm going to get 2. You know what? I do like Paul George as one of my picks. But for my first pick, I think I might just have to go with the... You know what? Watch out for... You said Bradley Beal, right?
No, I said Tobias Harris.
Tobias Harris. That's right. I'll take Bradley Beal.
All right.
You'll take Tobias Harris.
Yes.
All right, Keeks. So I have these written down for the events tomorrow. So you're gonna start off with the skills challenge, 3-point contest second, and dunk contest. So now let's move to the main attraction of the NBA All-Star Weekend.
And what is that?
Team LeBron versus Team Steph Curry.
Well, Fiji, I would like to throw in a little something into this little podcast.
What's up?
The winners of these two teams have charities that they have chosen.
So that's how it works. Huh?
The winner wins $350,000 for their charity, and the loser wins $150,000 for their charity. And Team LeBron chose a charity, and Team Curry chose a charity. So I feel like, people should know that they're not just playing just to play. They're playing for a cause,
Yeah.
And Team LeBron, he chose After School All-Stars in Los Angeles. That was founded by Arnold Schwarzenegger, actually.
Arnold Schwarzenegger, huh?
Yes, he founded it back in 1992.
Okay.
And it's a year-round after-school program with it services about 8,000 youth in 52 schools in the Los Angeles area. So that was a pretty good one. Mm-hmm. And considering LeBron just bought a house in Los Angeles.
You know what that means next year, huh?
Oh, man,
You know what that means.
You never know with that guy, man. He's taking his skills.
He's taking his talents out to L.A. now, huh? To the West.
Elsewhere. But he just bought a new home out in L.A., so it makes sense that he did that. But Curry's organization that he chose too is also based in Los Angeles, and it's called the Brotherhood
Crossed?
I do not know what I said.
Looks like crossed to me, or cursed.
Yeah.
Crusade?
Oh, it is. It is the Brotherhood Crusade.
Come on,
let me put that E on the end right there. There we go. Crusade. I'm a crusade.
Cross, crusade.
So Team Curry chose Team Crusade, and it's their motto was improving quality of life of low income individuals. And what they do is they serve about 3,000 underserved youth a year, and trying to improve their quality of life. So that's a good. They're both good charities. So
yeah,
either one, the winner $350,000, loser $150,000. It's a good cause.
It's a great cause.
Just people should know.
Yeah, it's a great cause. It's a fun fact. Just people say, these athletes never consider on donating money to help out the communities and this and that. Well, this just proves that athletes do take the time and consider donating money to these local charities that we have here, not just here in the here locally, but all over the world. And these NBA players are doing a good job, and this is a great cause here in this main attraction for the NBA All-Star Weekend. And let's start away with Team LeBron.
Yep.
And
let us know what these teams are.
And these top 5 starters.
So are these in order of who got picked, or is
no? There's no
team?
order.
Oh, okay.
But supposedly LeBron's first draft pick, Kevin Durant.
Wow, supposedly.
Yep.
All right.
This
Kevin
year,
Durant. Why wouldn't you pick KD? That's his Joker to his Batman. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you can say it like that.
Oh man, come on now.
You always gotta have your Joker.
You could always say Steph Curry, but Steph Curry can't 1-on-1. He can't keep up with LeBron. Kevin Durant, on the other hand, whereas LeBron is a whole different story.
Yup. It's he's always wanted to play with them, and this is his opportunity to play with them now. So it should right there. That's a nice little combination. Then to add to the mix, Anthony Davis to Team LeBron.
And after this, it's not in order no more, right?
Yep, no, not anymore.
Anthony Davis would be a great first.
But these are starters. These are the starters of this team.
Yeah, top 5. Gotcha.
Yeah, these are his starters.
Okay.
And then he's going to reunite with this homie, Kyrie Irving, who brought home a championship a couple years ago.
Yeah, I feel it's like more of like a grudge, ending the grudge. I got you, little bro. Come here. Let's go. Let's play together again,
Exactly.
Let's do this.
And that's what he wants to do, and I don't blame him.
Yeah, that's good.
He wants to play with people he wants to play.
He wants to not burn bridges, even though they already got burnt. But
it's all right though. They're not completely burnt.
He's rebuilding,
and he's rebuilding. And then what would have topped off this team is the fifth member would have been DeMarcus Cousins.
Ooh,
man,
Boogie.
That would have been a tremendous starting five with LeBron James, Kevin Durant, Anthony Davis, Kyrie Irving, and DeMarcus Cousins.
Always go big.
Oh, man. I like that little thing that the Pelicans are doing with DeMarcus Cousins and Anthony Davis.
Oh,
but
yeah.
Since his injury...
Well, of course, injuries happen.
All the time.
They happen.
All the time.
Gotta adjust. Next one up.
So they
Although
adjust.
in the NBA, it's not the same. Next one up really ain't next one up.
So that's what Team LeBron did. So you know who he's replacing with DeMarcus Cousins?
Who?
Paul George.
I did hear about that.
Paul George is taking
how would
the
he
spot.
feel being snubbed at first? Now
exactly.
Just kind of like being thrown
and there are
in.
reports out there saying that he was a little ticked off, and it is what it is, man. But come on now, man. It's all basketball. Just play the damn game.
And then you get paid millions of dollars.
Exactly.
So
Just play
matter.
the damn game, man. You're playing for a charitable cause. Just play the damn game. The reserves for Team LeBron include LaMarcus Aldridge, Bradley Beal, Goran Dragic, Andre Drummond, Victor Oladipo,
Nice. I like it.
and Russell Westbrook. Oh, Russell Westbrook. The cherry on top. Woo! Look, Team LeBron is looking strong.
So Kyrie Irving and LeBron are reuniting, and
Uh-huh.
Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook are reuniting, and
Yup.
it's
And
just,
it
gonna be
feels so
after
good.
this, the NBA would never be the same.
Reunited and it feels so good.
That's great.
Play
All right.
that song,
Now
man.
show me. Now let's hear about Team Curry.
All right, Team Curry. His first overall pick, according to reports, James Harden.
Not bad. That would probably be my second or third pick after probably Karl Anthony Towns, Anthony Davis, and probably James Harden.
We'll get into that later, man. So, the next one, we have Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid, first-time All-Star. Holler at Rihanna.
Could bring that up.
At Rihanna. So,
That's funny as fuck.
we'll see what happens with that. DeRozan. The Greek Freak. Giannis
Antetokounmpo.
I can't even say his damn name.
Antetokounmpo.
The Greek Freak, man.
Antetokounmpo.
Antetokounmpo, and of course you have Steph Curry. So those are the starting five.
Man, with Steph Curry on the team, that's all I need. You'd be popping them threes all day.
All-Star game is all offense. You're right. The reserves on that team include
And James Harden. Don't forget James Harden.
Jimmy Butler, Draymond Green,
Hey, defensive player of the year.
Al Horford,
Jimmy Butler.
Damian Lillard, Kyle Lowry, Klay Thompson, and your boy Cat, Carl Anthony Towns. So,
I feel he's too soft, though. I feel he needs to be a little tougher.
it will come with age,
He is
man.
tough, but he needs to be way like Shaq style tough, like all up in there.
I don't know. I think Team LeBron has the sexy names.
Yeah, well, a lot of egos. You mean a lot of egos on the
Yeah,
team?
exactly. So, my pick will be Team LeBron. I don't know if you agree with me or not.
I go Team LeBron too, but like I said, you can never doubt Steph Curry's team with Steph Curry on the team, no matter what team he's on.
Steph Curry, James Harden, and then the Greek Freak. Watch out, man.
And Karl Anthony Towns, though, talking about those big men, Anthony Davis and DeMarcus Cousins. That would have been a good one, right? But now we're talking about Antetokounmpo and Karl Anthony Towns.
They would have get punked by Anthony Davis and
man.
Boogie Cousins.
I don't know, man.
Boogie
You're right.
Cousins
They're
is
both
physical.
a little soft, but hey, Karl Anthony Towns can pop it just like DeMarcus Cousins too. and like Anthony Davis, and so can Antetokounmpo. You know, it'll be tiki taka. You know, it'll just be back and forth.
LeBron will take it to the Greek Freak, man.
Nah.
Hell yeah.
Nah.
Hell yeah, LeBron
Nah.
will take it to him. I think he still has a slight edge. Next year's a different story. But we're going to end off this All-Star Weekend segment here
Well,
by
yeah,
us picking.
There's gonna be some great stuff going on this weekend, so you guys should check it out.
By
Definitely.
us picking our starting five. So any of these players that I just named from Team Steph, Team LeBron, who would your top five be? Who will be your first round draft pick?
My first pick, we're gonna go back and forth,
Yep.
and then you can't pick what I get.
Yeah, of course I can. No, I can't.
Oh, you can?
I can't.
Okay, and I go first.
Yep.
Karl Anthony Towns.
That'd be your first pick
Yes.
for All-Star Weekend.
Yes.
Shit, I'll take LeBron then. Fuck the bullshit.
LeBron.
I like LeBron.
Okay, I'll go.
He's a showsman.
I will go James Harden.
James Harden, huh?
Yes.
I'll take Steph Curry, man. Why not? I'll take Curry.
I'll take Kevin Durant.
KD, huh? KD, y'all.
KD, y'all.
You know what, man? You know what I pick? I'd probably pick somebody from Team LeBron, but that's his team. I'm picking the Greek Freak on this one, man. Greek Freak.
I'll take Anthony Davis.
Anthony Davis. You got the brow?
The brow.
Alright. So you got the brow. I don't know, man. I think I might just have to take Kyrie Irving. Kyrie.
I will take Klay Thompson for my last pick, sir.
Klay?
Klay Thompson.
Klay Thompson? I don't know, man.
I feel like I got the winning team. We'll see. How about we take the points that they score and we'll see.
I'll take Paul George, man, to finish off my thing, man.
That was a good one. That was a good one.
I'll take Paul George.
Good finish there.
I don't know. I think I picked the sexy pick.
I think I picked the right ones, but hey, you know what? It is what it is.
Yeah, come on. LeBron, Steph Curry, Greek Freak, Kyrie, Paul George.
But come on, Karl Anthony Towns, James Harden, Kevin Durant, Anthony Davis, Klay Thompson.
I think your
Dude, I got shooters and I got big men.
I think your 2 weak points will be Cat and the Klay. That's what I think.
Hey, we'll do that though. We'll average out the points of all of them and see who wins
You know,
for
my
the
team's
next
gonna win.
episode.
I know my team's gonna win, man.
So,
but like Enrique, like Keeks was saying, All-Star Weekend, check it out. We gave you a little preview of what we think is gonna happen. We're gonna hold our picks, and we're gonna go over them on the next show, and let's see which one of us got more picks right.
Yeah.
If we get any right.
Yes, yes. And
But-
if you guys feel you have a better lineup than us or you have better choices than us, go ahead and just leave it in the comments and we'll
talk about it next week, too.
Yeah, we'll talk about whatever you guys put out there, and if anybody gets them all right, we'll see. We'll give you a
have
shout
you on the
out.
show.
We'll give you a shout out.
We'll have you on the show
I don't
and
know
have
about
us
having you on the
co-host.
show, but hey, you know what? If you got Skype, we'll get you on the show. We'll have you on. But if not, we'll give you a good shout out.
And a high five. And a high five.
Hey, we're
Good
still
job.
building.
Keep up the good work.
We're still building. We'll be giving out gifts and awards later on, but
We'll get there eventually.
we'll get there. We'll get there, folks.
And so, festivities start. TNT tonight, 5 p.m. Should be fun. Love All-Star Weekend.
Of course.
So now, I think that's pretty much it. That wraps up our latest segment here of Elevated Thoughts with Keeks and Fiji. I want to thank you guys very much. And hope you're listening and telling your friends about our Elevated Thoughts on NBA Weekend today.
Of course, and as usual, give us a like, follow, share, and if you have any comments, let us know. If you think we should do anything different, we did a little different change up. We're gonna try to make.
Oops, what was that?
We're gonna try to make the setup a little bit better as we go along. So we'll see how it happens. Thanks for following us, and thanks for being around from the beginning. So we got the exit here.
So Saturday Night Love,
Oh,
NBA
turn
weekend
it up though,
here.
sir.
So
We can't hear this. Can't hear this. Brought to you by DJ Fiji.
era in
Thanks
the
for
mix.
watching Elevated Thoughts with Keeks and Fiji. See you next week.